I'm curious about, because you do the buy and build strategy where you buy kind of a platform and then you look at other businesses that can bolt on that are typically smaller than the platform. How do you think about the integration of those kind of smaller businesses? So you need to align them for technology and systems, but a lot of times the people that are coming over can be duplicative in, especially if it's a very similar business. And so sometimes it's just a math problem of like, hey, we have two people doing one person's job. We really need one person. So how do you kind of think about the bolt-on strategy and getting the people that are in that smaller business that's being acquired, that's going to be absorbed by a bigger company, to kind of buy in or want to kind of stay around?
Your integration question is a great one. So we want to make sure the tech stacks are complementary out of the gate, because that's the hardest thing to fix in a short span of time. If for some reason the tech stacks are not going to be complementary, you need the businesses to be able to stand alone as pretty much autonomous units, which they probably could be if they're in complementary with different business lines or serving completely different types of customers in the same business line. That's usually the trickiest part. When we are looking at tuck-ins, there's a relatively small number of duplicative type folks, because those kind of redundancies are usually, think like in the finance department, especially like a senior level, or HR. And I mean this respectfully, a lot of the businesses that could be tuck-ins, they almost certainly don't have a CFO, and they probably don't even have an HR. So what winds up happening is actually they have the ability now to sell into a larger book of business than they ever have previously. And we have the ability to now be a larger business ourselves as we go out to existing clients. So integration is super important. We would always start the integration process during the diligence process, not just being in the journal ledger, but actually having a plan. So we think the two of them go in tandem. But there is also nothing wrong with leaving businesses standalone and semi-autonomous so that you can have them be integrated over a couple of years if required. Lastly, to your piece on cultural fit, we really care about Glassdoor and Indeed reviews, even for tuck-ins. And I know that Glassdoor can be wrong and that Indeed can be wrong. We all kind of know, if you've looked at thousands of these reviews, to how to identify a squeaky wheel within a company. But we don't want to buy things that are toxic. It's just that simple. Like we're not going to buy something that's toxic or anything else, no matter what the EBITDA is. So we do try to get that cultural alignment as much as we try to get that tech stack alignment out of the gate.